everybody. So yeah, sorry I'm starting up a little late today. I was just playing, as you can tell, some Hearthstone beforehand, and ended up surviving a lot longer than I thought I was going to. So yeah, I ended up showing up a little bit late here. Sorry. Um, all right, we're gonna go here. I think we're gonna go with here. Here and bang. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, PP? I think we sell here, and then I think we're gonna go with here. Give here, bang, 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 and bang. All right. But yeah, video resolution is too big, and also the title says more Apex ranked. Yeah, I'm planning on playing Apex PP. And I know the resolution is too big. Once we switch over to Apex, it'll be the right resolution. Like I was saying, I started this game of Hearthstone. This is what I was playing before I was planning on starting to stream, but I ended up surviving a lot longer than I thought I was going to survive. I think I started this game at 3:30, and it's just happened to go on for a long time. So I'm just trying to wrap this game up, and then once I wrap this game up, we're gonna switch over to Apex. But yeah, I wasn't intending to play Hearthstone on stream at all, and I've got a cat here in my mouth. There we go. I think I got it. I wasn't planning on playing Hearthstone at all on stream. It's just that it was 3:10 and I hadn't started streaming yet because I was still in the middle of this game. I really didn't think it was going to take this long. Oy, dang it, man! We were so close to beating that one guy, but I think we're still in this one. This game has taken longer than most Hearthstone Battlegrounds games I feel like have recently, but it's all good. It happens. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade here, I guess. At this point, I'm not trying to die, but I'm not really trying to win either. I'm trying to get this game over with so we can jump on into some ranked. Who's still alive? We got mechs and we got demons, so nobody was working on the dragon build. Let's see. He does battle cry whenever you give your dragons. So do we have any battle cry guys? We have one battle cry guy. I was gonna say I might just switch to dragon build and see how that goes, but we're gonna go ahead and I guess do this options resolution custom. Oh, here we go. 1920 by 1080. Bang. There we go. Now you guys should be able to see it just fine. It's gonna be small on my screen, but I've had tech issues myself. I'm trying to play Team Fortress 2, and it was going well until it randomly froze and took over 5 minutes to stop freezing. Control Alt Delete didn't even work. Now that's crazy because Control Alt Delete should work for just about everything. So that sounds like that's a PC hardware issue more so than your internet freezing. If Control Alt Delete isn't working, that's what that sounds like to me. And it seems like this is severely scared my laptop. It's absolutely slower, like 5 times slower than input. It takes like 6 seconds. Yeah, see, I'm not like, I have my own thoughts on that, but yeah, like I said, the Control Alt Delete thing suggested to me that it was a hardware issue, and based off your laptop being 5 times slower, that to me also suggests a hardware issue. My thing is like I don't know what's causing, like it seems like everyone is having PC hardware issues right now. And I don't know for sure why. My bias leans towards me accusing, Nvidia coming out with their new graphics cards like iPhone. They confirmed actually that iPhone, what they were doing is they were intentionally slowing down their old phones. That way you'd go buy the new one. It almost feels like Nvidia's doing that with their old GPUs because like I said, there we go. We're finally done with this so we can actually hop into Apex now. Like I said, I told you guys the exact day I felt like it happened. My GPU slowed down by a ridiculous amount. And what's crazy is yesterday, before I did a BIOS update on my GPU, yesterday I was getting Like, this is 1080p. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's 1080p, and I'm getting only 120 frames, and it dropped down to 60 frames there for a second. That's worse than my performance on 4K 3 months ago. I was able to play most games at 4K 144 frames 4 months ago. But now I'm getting 120 to dipping down to 60 in 1080p. That's way, way worse. That's like, I mean, that's like if you were gonna buy a graphics cards that guaranteed that performance, you're looking at like a $2,000 graphics card versus like a $500 graphics card. You can buy a $500 graphics card that'll give you 1080p 120 frames on Hearthstone. So why mine barely does that when it used to be able to do 4K 140 frames? I don't understand what's causing my GPU to suck so bad now. Like, and I will say this too, is it's not just me and you, PP. I've seen other streamers complaining about the same thing. On top of the games that they're playing, I've seen a lot of streamers have a lot of PC problems. Like, a lot of streamers are saying, oh, it's time to upgrade because my PC's falling apart. Not because they want the new upgrade, but because they feel like they have to because their computer's turning into a box of hot garbage. That's what it feels like it's happening. It feels like it's happening to everybody, not just you and me, PP. So again, not blaming anybody, not pointing the finger at anybody, but I have my own idea of what it seems like to me, and it does seem like it's kind of a intentional obsolescence of stuff, so that way you're kind of forced into buying the new product. But either way, speaking of which, iPhone 12 is coming out, so that's cool. iPhone 12 is coming out at the same price the iPhone 11 came out at, but the iPhone 11 is dropping $100. So basically, for like $100, I can upgrade to the iPhone 12, which is kind of cool. But either way, I'm not sure if I'm going to upgrade yet, though. The only benefits of upgrading me personally, upgrading to an iPhone 12 versus the iPhone 11 is you get like a magnet in the back, so that way whenever you connect to a wireless charger, it connects to the right spot, and you don't have to like fiddle around with your phone trying to make sure you've got it in the right spot. It just does it. You're gonna get a slightly better camera when it comes to night photos and wide angle photos, and there was something else. There were 3 things that they upgraded the camera basically. You get an OLED display because the iPhone 11 didn't come with an OLED display. The iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max came with an OLED display. This one doesn't, so I would get an OLED panel. OLED panel, mag charging, and camera. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, and I think I get an upgraded like processor basically. It's the 2nd generation of the improved one, which I think this one has, so it's not going to be a huge upgrade. So basically the 3 major upgrades are the camera, the charging, and the OLED display. That's really the only difference. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's really worth $100 to upgrade, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Definitely thinking about it. Even though I'm a broke college student, I am thinking about upgrading my phone. Because of the fact that I am trying to use my phone, specifically the camera, to shoot videos and take pictures, the upgrade might be worth it, but what do I know? I'm also halfway tempted to just wait and see what the next generation offers, the iPhone 13, whatever they're going to call it, because in some countries the number 13 is considered unlucky, so maybe they won't call it the iPhone 13. But, I might just wait a whole generation because, why can't I pick anything up? There we go. Might just wait a whole generation to see what the iPhone 13 brings to the table. Because I do have a fairly new iPhone. And hello, kitty cat. Yes, I feel you rubbing my leg, and yes, I heard you meow. I cannot pet you, though, because I'm trying to pick up weapons. Because so far, the only weapon I've been able to pick up was a charge rifle, which kind of sucks. Alright. Yes, we hear you. I'm sure they could even hear that one. Alright, 1 second, guys. Let me... Here, I know you want attention right now, and now you don't want attention because I picked you up. But you've got to stop rubbing all up against my leg and stuff when I'm trying to play the video game. Because this is ranked, and I don't want to die and lose all the points. Oh, no. You trying to escape now? You wanted Lovins a second ago. Hey, what's going on, Wimley? Oh, geez. The cat's stuck on my headphone cord. There she goes. All right. Yeah. So where did my team go? That's where my team went. All right. Yeah. So I'm behind on comments already because, of course, I am. Because you know me. I like to talk. So, anyways. You said you were raging. 1 second. Boop, 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 boop. All right, I don't remember what this team's really doing. I'm kind of just tempted to just chill and let them do their own thing because these guys aren't really doing much. Oi.
Volt SMG here.
I'm tempted to pick it up, but I don't know, man. Did you pick that up or did I pick that up? You got it. Let's go ahead and drop here, drop here, drop here.
Heavy ammo here.
I don't know, man. I'm just kind of out of it. I'm not going to lie. Like, playing Hearthstone kind of put me in, like, Hearthstone mindset, not really Apex mindset. But I wasn't able to play I wasn't able to play Apex yesterday, so I wanted to play today. And it just, I don't know.
Using grapple.
Maybe I shouldn't have. That sounded sketchy. That sounded like a Loba. Is it just me, or did you guys hear a Loba too? 'Cause I could have sworn I heard a Loba for a second there. Definitely thought I heard a Loba. Yep, I did hear a Loba.
Saw someone out there. Stay.
Come on out. See, I told you guys I heard a Loba.
Come on in. Old Painless is waiting.
Already inside the ring. Enemy down.
But how'd she get behind me, bro?
More enemies down. I got some bad guys here.
She went that way. Nice.
That's the last of them, amigos. Go ya!
We won our first fight, and I did nothing. Awesome. That is great for me. Boop, 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 and boop. Just gonna keep on moving on.
Care package.
Ooh, does he have turbocharger? He does not have turbocharger. I was gonna say if he had turbocharger, I was about to pick that up too quick. But he did not.
Shields. I am repairing myself.
Thing. Alright. I really need to get better. Like, what I need to do is I need to just sit down and play for like a week straight on my PC and just not play on my PS4. The problem is that I don't want to do that. I want to do that so that way I can be better at the game, but I don't want to do that because I don't enjoy playing on PC as much. I just really don't. I'm just not as good. Even on controller, I'm not as good because the controller has a noticeable to me, might not be noticeable to everybody, but noticeable to me amount of input lag. So I just feel like I can't play as well. Also, like, there's just without the input lag part of it, it feels like there's advantages and disadvantages to playing on controller. Like, there are things I like about playing on mouse and keyboard. Like, I feel like I have more control on mouse and keyboard. I just feel like I'm not good at using that control, if that makes any sense. Which is funny because one of them's literally called controller, but, you know, I feel like I don't have as much control when using them. But I just need to get better. And, you know, to do that, I need to take time. And I don't feel like putting in the time, so, you know, it is what it is. Bang, bang, bang. I miss the zip line that used to be there. It's all gone. But yeah, I think you guys can tell I'm a little bit off today. I just don't feel like I'm like on it as much as I usually am. If that makes any sense. But any whoozy what's it's. Where are we going? I guess I'm just chasing you guys down. I don't know what you guys are doing. Hello. There's a squad going that way. We can chase if you want, but like it's probably not the best idea because, you know, it's not. But whatever.
Ready. It's zipline time.
Anyways, it seems like I was raging so much. I was even slapping my keyboard in frustration. Oh, that reminds me of something that I'll talk about here in a second. Actually, we're gonna do this there, so that way I can not miss any comments. I had to scroll up. You were raging so much, you even slapped. Wait a second. I was even slapping my keyboard in frustration, and my dad heard me telling me what I was doing and saying my laptop is way slower, and told him he still won't do anything about it. Well, the problem is with doing stuff about it is that, I mean, there's some things you can possibly do to remedy that, but like ultimately it's all going to cost money. So that's part of the problem. And so I can see why. If money is hard to come by for you guys, if you guys are, you know, struggling financially, it would only make sense that, you know, computer is probably not the best purchase for your parents right now. Woo!
Here I go.
All right.
Recharging shields.
Where is this person? There's one down in there. Sounded like there was one over here, but... Woo!
Shields to recharge.
Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this right quick.
Healing. Watch my back.
But yeah, yeah, it you know, your parents' finances are their finances. I'm sorry if they, you know, suck in your situation, but what that story was gonna remind me of though was I actually cut my finger open. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I cut my finger open because my dad actually did the same thing you did, except for he happened to somehow damage his hard drive.
Mira, that was the last of that squad. Enemy taken down. What?
He managed to damage his hard drive, so I ended up taking his computer apart, and that's how I cut my finger open. Oh jeez. Nice, good stuff, man. Oh, he just went through. He just went through.
Enemy spotted.
Very exciting.
He just went through, man. Oh, come on. Dang it, the Wraith got away. There she goes.
Contact.
There we
One
go.
minute. Rings nearby. Let's displace here. Target spotted.
Come on. Oh my gosh. See, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like I would have definitely hit those shots on PS4 with controller.
5 seconds till ring close, amigos. Don't
But yeah, he ended up damaging his hard drive, and I don't have the cables to actually plug his hard drive into my computer, so I can't tell if it's just the connector, the motherboard. It's more likely to be the motherboard because it's a bigger surface area and he hit it, so I'm assuming that's what got damaged. More likely that's what got damaged, unless specifically one of the spinning discs that is contained within a old-fashioned hard drive, unless one of those got damaged. But basically, I told him that I took it apart. I can't see anything blatantly obviously wrong with it, and I don't have the ability to plug it into my computer to tell him what's wrong with it. I just know that his computer doesn't recognize his hard drive anymore.
Moving.
So I don't even have the plugins to actually remove the data off of that hard drive. So he basically might have bricked his entire system to a point that it's unrecoverable, unless it's specifically the motherboard. If it's the motherboard, though, I don't think I would have been able to do some of the things I did do. But the other thing I'm thinking about doing, too, is trying to boot his... yeah, we know there's an enemy barrier there. We all ran past it like 2 minutes ago, or I did. But yeah, I might try and like pirate a version of Windows to boot from a thumb drive. Oh, right there.
Hostile over there. Firing. Top in the chimney. Already on my mark. Firing for effect. We're inside the ring.
Bro, you suck. I mean, I suck, but I was still killing you. So that means you must really suck, bro. Ow, there's another one that way. Yowza. All right, we're gonna go in the corner. Heal up right quick. Open this. Nice, nice, nice smoke. I see you, Bangalore. Oh man, I suck. Right there.
Tango near me.
Ooh, wait, how are there two on us now? There are two on us now, and this is bad. Woo. Where's our teammate? Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Woo, there's another one coming though. I can hear him.
Squad taken out. I like what I see.
Oh, I thought I heard him. I definitely thought I heard somebody. But nope, it was just the last guy dying. I actually clutched it out, guys. I barely did any damage, but I managed to clutch it out. Yeah, I know you need help, man. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. He's doing it. I was trying to armor swap, but I am not efficient at PC, so. Yeah, it ended up not working out too well. So wait, question. Was that the Wraith that had the Kraber? No, okay. I was about to say, if the Wraith wasted all those Kraber shots on me and she sucked that bad, I'm about to be pissed. Because that was a massive waste of ammo for this thing. I mean, I'm probably about to miss every single shot I take it with it as well, but she definitely missed them. See, there's still a chance I might not miss mine. No guarantee, but there's a chance. Versus hers, she did miss all of hers. Let's go ahead and reload. Test that. That's reloaded. All right, cool.
We're already in the ring. Oh, care package, sweet.
All right. So what are we doing? What are we doing? We just standing here? I mean, we fought, so that's probably a terrible idea, but it sounds like that's what they're wanting to do. All right, we're hiding in a corner, reading a comment. But yeah, yeah, my dad basically bricked his own computer, so I told him to take it to Best Buy and see what they can do. He's probably gonna have to buy a new one. I tried to convince him to have me build him a desktop, because specifically for what he wants, the thing is, he wants portability. And I told him basically, as long as anywhere you're going, as long as they have a monitor, I could build him a system basically the size of a PS4, or more realistically, I guess, an Xbox. I could build him a PC around that size that would be tailor-made to do specifically the work that he needs done. And I mean, it would cost him the same amount of money as the laptop's going to cost him, but because I could design it to be focused around what he needs, it would be like 40 times better than any laptop he could buy for his specific workload, because he doesn't need a GPU. He basically doesn't need a GPU at all for the workload that he's doing. I could buy him an Intel CPU that has internal graphics, and it would basically handle anything he would need, because he just doesn't need a GPU. But basically the laptops that he's going to be looking at are going to cost more for features he's not going to use. Oh, I know, I missed that. That sucks. It's 130 meters. Come on, poke your head back out. Ah. All right. Let's zoom back out. Oh, geez, there's somebody right next to me, guys. What are you doing?
Giving him the chimney. Heads up. Dropping the pain.
I don't know what they were doing, but sounds like there's a guy right next to me again. There is a guy right next to me again. I am ready to fly on a zip line.
That's gonna kick. The ring's closed. 10 seconds.
Out in the chimney.
Oh, we got to get back in the ring. Where's that coming from?
Might be something good this way.
In progress.
Where did that come from?
Moving now. Wrap it up.
Yeah, we got to move. Oh, this is really bad. I've got 3 seconds until I can use my tactical.
Throwing jump pad.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's go
Definitely not going to clutch this one out, but it's fine.
bueno.
Dang it. I tried. I suck really bad with this thing. I know. All right. So because I'm so far behind on comments, I think I'm going to take a break in between rounds and actually read some comments because, you know, ADHD today is kicking my butt and I'm not really able to play and read comments as well as I feel like I normally do. So we're going to take a break for a moment. Enjoy and appreciate our 14 points that we got there and clear these red bubble annoyances. Bang, 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 bang. Cool. All right. We're going to read some comments right quick. We're going to switch back to Bangalore just because why not? She's like the only character on this account I have a skin for. So, anywho, because my laptop is always slow, but it's ridiculously slow to the point where it's pretty much unusable. Yeah, like I said, the only way you're going to be able to fix that is either buying a new one or buying some replacement parts. Either way, it costs money. So, like I said, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, man. I turned off the laptop, and guess what? It took literally 45 minutes for the welcome load. Oh, man, that sucks. That does to me sound like an SSD thing. If you can replace, I don't know if you can because I don't know the age of your laptop. For instance, my dad's laptop was so old that I literally couldn't without replacing the motherboard in his laptop. I don't think there was a way for me to actually replace his hard drive with anything else other than another hard drive. But switching to an SSD, if you can, would probably speed that up for you. Switch on the PC in another 5 to open up Chrome. Oy, that sucks, man. I tell my dad and he refused to do anything. Says, I don't care. I'm not arguing. I show him this and he's basically telling me to off my complaints. Well, the thing is I mean, basically what he's telling you is that if you have to do online schooling, which you don't because you said you end up going to school most days and you have long days and short days, it's not going to matter. But if it does come to a point, basically you could tell him, I mean, if it comes to a point where you're having to do online schooling again, what do you expect me to do? I started up to try and get into class. My class starts at 7 a.m. To deal with this computer, I would need to wake up at 6 a.m. just to get it started in time to be ready for class. So like, I mean, it could be an issue, but I'm not saying force it into being an issue, but it could be an issue in the future that does affect him whenever your grades start slipping because you can't use your computer. Could be an issue. But who knows? Anyways, it annoys me, and the Wi-Fi also aggravates you. Well, the thing is, man, is like Wi-Fi is one of those things that like a computer, if you buy a good computer, you have a good computer. Wi-Fi is one of those things that I buy the best Wi-Fi I can get in my area, and they still downgrade my Wi-Fi all the time. And like it seems like once a month at least, I'll log onto my computer. I'm like, my internet's running slow, and I'll do an internet speed test, and they're giving me half of what I'm paying for. So, you know, internet's one of those things that I can understand the complaint, but there's not really a whole lot your parents can do about it. As far as a computer, it's going to cost them money, basically. One iOS thing that drives me crazy. Why can you not move your input? Wait, what? Your input attention to the middle of words. Why is it that if you make a typo, I have to delete the entire word? What do you mean? You can... No, you can move it. So like you're talking about moving it to the middle. iOS, you can do that. So let's just do this. I'm going to type in a bunch of letters, right? So you can see that there. I can't see what, yeah, if I click on anything, it'll move out. So what I'm going to show you how to move it to the middle. So you can do that. I think that's what you're talking about. But yeah, you can do that. It works. I don't know if that's exactly what you were talking about, but that's what I think you're talking about. I don't really mind iOS. So a lot of people say like, you're into computers. Why would you want an iPhone? Why don't you switch to Android? The reason why is because you guys can see based off of my YouTube channel how many tech problems I have. I'll take an iPhone where if anything goes wrong, it's usually a hardware issue, not a software issue, and I can just bring it in and say, "Hey, it broke," and they do something about it. And sometimes they don't charge you money either. Sometimes they're just like, "Oh, well, yeah, here's what's wrong. We can fix it or not," and then you go bring the phone somewhere else and they can fix it for like a third of the price. So sometimes they'll diagnose the issue without charging you any money. And like I said, I'd rather just bring it in and say it broke, and then they tell me what's wrong. Versus a Galaxy phone, I feel like basically I'd be inviting more problems, more tech problems into my life if I switched to Galaxy or Android or Samsung, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I feel like iPhone, as streamlined as it is, that's just the better phone for me because I don't have to worry about it. It just works. And that's all I have to worry about. It just works. That's all I have to, like, I very rarely have issues out of my phone. I do. Every once in a while, I have issues that don't make any sense. But it's not as common for me, at least. It doesn't feel like it's as common. For me, it's literally just converting a word with one letter to a completely different word. Oh, like your iPhone does that? Yeah, it'll do that sometimes. If you type in one error wrong, yeah, it'll autocorrect, and sometimes it doesn't autocorrect to what you want. I forgot how I do it, but it doesn't seem like my phone does that much. You might have to turn it off in features. I don't remember how I did it, but 9 times out of 10, if the word's wrong, it just shows it up as wrong for me. And then I just go back and click on it, and then it says like recommendations or whatever. I forgot what the actual word is, but basically click on that, and then it'll pop up like 3 words that are close to the words you typed, that are like recommended to autocorrect. So I don't know how I have my phone do that, but that's what my phone does. It'll just let me spell it wrong 99% of the time. All right. Let's go over here. I'll let them have this side. No. I thought I was gonna miss the steps. Oh. 100% thought I was gonna miss the steps and I was gonna end up on the bottom floor. I did not want to climb all the way back up those steps. Let's see what's in here before we make our choice on that. Nothing good. Okay, so our choice is going to be the flatline. That's what we're picking up today. We're gonna get this energy ammo just in case, though. Ooh. I think we stick with flatline for now. I don't mind the Prowler, but I'm really not that good with the Prowler. They supposedly made it easier for you to control it in burst, but I still suck with it, so yeah. Ooh, Vault SMG. This is why we pick up energy ammo, boys. This is why. Bang, 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 bang. Cool. All right, so he's getting that end. Let's go over here, grab the ship, and then head for that next. Actually, there's nothing good in the ship for me. Okay. Energy ammo. Do not want to pick up the shotgun bolt. I keep trying to look over and read comments. I'm just too ADHD for it today, guys. I'm sorry. Really am. And no, we're just gonna ping that.
Makes your platform more versatile.
All right, so I think the plan is for now, try to get into ring, bring my team with me. Hopefully they follow me. And once we're in ring, take a break, chill out for a minute, and read some comments. I think that's what we're gonna try and do here. If my team decides to actually follow me and do that, but it is what it is. Oh, the cat is basically like, basically my little brother. Okay, 1 second. Bang, bang, bang. The cat is basically my little brother. He comes in, he's so cute. He just comes in and wants to play for a while. Yeah. Well, although I would say my cat is a little bit more like a woman in the sense that you don't know what she wants. She wants what she tells you what she wants, and then she doesn't want it an instant later. It's kind of sorry to the women out there that might watch this, but that's what it usually seems like my experience is. They'll tell you they want, you know, chocolate, and then you go get them chocolate, and they come back and they want steak now instead of chocolate. Like, bro, what? Anyways. No, I missed. I was gonna try and get up there and take a few sniper pot shots at her with the flatline, but no, that's bad. That's bad. That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen.
Top in the chimney. Already on my mark. Firing for effect.
Scanning the area.
Why do I suck so bad on PC, bro? That is not the crouch button. Boop.
Top in the chimney.
Cover my way in. Jump on up here.
Taking a moment to heal.
Bro, I got double teamed from both sides, and they both had vaults. Oh, I shouldn't have pushed that. I really shouldn't have.
And I put it there.
Oh wait, no, they both didn't. What is that gun? I couldn't tell what that was. I guess they did both have vaults. I don't know. Either way, my team is not there backing me up. It's all good though. We can read comments now. I have experience with hundreds of different phones, and that's one of my biggest iOS things that bother me a lot, especially since in testing we need to use long code for stuff. Well, I just showed you. If that's what you're talking about, I showed you how to do it. Like, it's really not. I don't know what. Like, maybe I'm misunderstanding what you mean by you can't, like, you have to delete the entire thing, but I don't know. That's what I thought you were talking about. On Android, you can just tap the word and it gives you your device attention to that location in the text box. Yeah, I think I just showed you what I was talking about, how you'd fix that, but I don't know. And giggles while trying to shoot in Team Fortress 2, or I give him earplugs when I fly a plane in Flight Simulator. Nice. 100 phones, eh? Hey, I mean, Wimley works in tech, so it would not shock me. I mean, me personally, I haven't had nearly that many phones, but I've had a lot of phones by comparison to the average person, I feel like. I mean, I had a bunch of those old, like, brick phones. My first smartphone was an iPhone 4, which I didn't get until around the iPhone, I think the iPhone 6 came out. Upgraded when the iPhone... What was it?
Time to see if all those drills have paid
No,
off.
I got it when the iPhone... See, I got the iPhone 4 because my friend got an iPhone 5, I think. So I had an iPhone 4 until the iPhone Color came out. iPhone whatever C came out. And then I got that. And then I switched from that to an iPhone 8. Yeah, an iPhone 8. And then I upgraded from the iPhone 8 to the iPhone 11. And then I might be upgrading to the iPhone 12. But I had a lot of brick phones before that because brick phones were all I could afford as a teenager. So yeah, relinquish that. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Yeah, over 100. It's part of my job. We probably have 400 phones and tablets here. Jeez. Yeah, as far as tablets, I think I've only had 2 tablets. Technically, like the Tab Go is technically a tablet, although I use it as if it's a laptop. And then I have actually this one right here, which I use sometimes to control audio on the streams. But because my GPU has been sucking so much, it acts as a third display, and that third display actually takes a little bit of a load on the GPU, and it's enough that it actually affects the quality of the stream, so I don't use it that much while streaming. Even though I would really like to be able to. But yeah, those are the only 2 tablets. And then as far as what was I gonna say? Dang it. Lost my train of thought, guys. Lost train of thought. Ooh, purple armor. Man, what was I talking about? Ooh, man, this building was the one to land on. Jeez, and a purple helmet, dude. This was the building right here, buds. This was it. Yeah, I guess I wasn't gonna go light ammo, but like,
Bolt SMG.
I have the full-on loadout right now, so. I guess.
Grenade out.
Let's just go for it, right? And then there's more energy ammo right around the corner. Where are they?
Deployed.
Up in the chimney. Repeat on last.
He is sitting behind the box. Oh, come on.
Loading.
She raked away. I was going to try and run, but I didn't have to. She did it for me. Woo, they're right behind me. They are right behind me, buds. All right. We're going to go ahead and try the self-res.
Danger close.
Downed an enemy.
Don't put me on the list of casualties yet.
Whoa, they just...
Taking a knee. Catching up.
I need shield cells. But yeah, and it would make sense that he needs that many phones and tablets because if they're developing a mobile game, they would kind of need that. They would kind of need to know how the mobile interface works on. And probably not just in general, but probably they have a lot of the latest devices. It wouldn't surprise me at all if that was the case.
Decoy escape. 1 sec.
Nice. Oh, geez. Nope. We got to move. We got to move. We got to get out of this. This is not for us. This is not a fight we want to be in.
Smoke out.
Giving my shields a recharge.
I need those. It'd be much appreciated if we worked as a team and I could get a shield cell, but apparently not.
Hostile right here, right in front of me.
Down to target. Heads up. Dropping the pain. Reloading.
I did the best I could. I've cracked all the armor off. Yes! Yes! You've got the last one, Mirage. It's all on you, bud. Clutch it out. Come on.
Already in the next ring.
Come on, bud.
Giving my shields a recharge. Bam to the woozle. Sending out a decoy.
He can
Dukes
revive.
the clock. Just gotta patch myself up.
It's the last one, man.
You should be reviving that healing. He's coming. What else is? Just let him run. Just let him go. Let him go. The guy's running through.
On my marker. Let's go this way.
It's the last one. It's the last one, bud. No. Bro. He's going to lose this fight. I can
Guys
feel it.
leaving. Hurry, revive, revive.
Care package coming in.
Mirage, come on, man.
I got everything under control.
I got to smoke. Smoke it out, smoke it out, smoke it out.
Hold tight. I got your back.
Come on, bud. Come on, Mirage. Mirage. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, he didn't finish him. Dang it, bro. Right there.
Got company out there.
I don't have any shield cells, so if you could give me some, that'd be awesome. Hello? Hello? Can someone please help me? A shield cell would be much appreciated.
Reloading. Alright, killed an enemy.
No, not gonna do any rezzing. Alright, cool.
This won't work. Hold on.
Oi, I just need a shield cell, bud. Just need a dang old shield cell right quick. Alright, so we're gonna drop here, we're gonna drop here.
Level 2.
Yeah, you know what I'd like is a dang shield cell. You jerks. Just one. Come on, man.
Just gotta patch myself up. Hang on.
They ping a shield, yet don't ping shield cells. So I'm walking around with no shield because they take all the heals. Like, come on, man. It's just rude.
Healing.
I'd like to find that Octane's box before they do, so I can actually get some shield cell out of it. Yeah, no duh, man. I've done all these fights without shields. I need shields too. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Give my shields a recharge.
I'll drop one for the Wraith. I will. Oh wait, no, I won't. I thought I had one.
Give my shield a recharge.
All right. Yeah, over 100. It's part of my job. Probably over 400 phones and tablets here. Nice. I'm just gonna pick it all up. I was intending to pick up all the ones aside from the one that he pinged, but I accidentally picked up the one he pinged, so I just decided to take them all. Cause why not? All right. Boom, boom. Let's go ahead and reload here. Go ahead and switch back there. Put that away. And I don't know what this Mirage is doing, but oh, come on. I definitely clicked on that. Let's not, but if you want to, we'll go. Oh, come on. My E button does not appear to be working all the time today. It's great. LOL, the timestamp comment I did completely floored my text clipboard because I had to keep copying and pasting. Yeah, no, yeah, that is one thing that is mad annoying on mobile devices, is trying to type in things that it doesn't recognize as words.
Opening fire.
Real pain in the butt.
Come on in. Old Painless is waiting.
Yeah, you better run Octane.
Reloading. Recharging shield.
I think she should be, the Octane should be right over here, so. Yep, he was. Keyword there is was. Ooh, I got a hit. I got me a hit, boys.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Making contact with enemy.
Give him the chip.
I don't know what the plan is here.
Replicator being delivered.
Check out that replicator coming in.
Target over there.
Bamboozles for the foozles. Yeah, sir. Loud and clear.
Giving him the chimney.
Placing a portal.
Reloading.
I think that's probably a good idea.
I set the portal.
Come on out, Bloodhound. Woo! Two Bloodhounds at once.
Smoke out. Reloading.
No, 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 no.
I'm down.
No.
Need a medic.
Nice. This is a bad spot. There's too many doors here. Way too many doors. Right here, there's one as well. You should run. And we're dead. Told you. All right. Like I said, I'm getting behind on comments again, so I think we're gonna take a break in between these two games, catch up on some comments. Oh yeah, something else interesting, guys. I found out my mom found out that I have a YouTube channel, so that's interesting. Yeah, my mom now knows. She knows, boys. She knows. Oh, it's your job. Yeah, 90% of our, I guess, projects, this is what that was supposed to be. We get contracted for is mobile games. Okay, projects. Yeah. I'm planning on going on a part-time job when I'm 18. I thought like age of consent and age of all like drinking and smoking and all that in parts of the UK was 16. So, I mean, I usually hear I'm gonna go for my first, job at 18 because that's an easy age to go get a job in America. But I mean, even in America, you can work at like at 18 in America, you can work without your parents' consent. At I believe even as young as 14, you can work with your parents' consent, but there are child labor laws that you have to worry about. So that's why most people don't get jobs until they're 18 in America. I would think it would be easier in the UK, but or in parts of the UK or EU, I guess I should say. Not really. We are getting benefits much more than the job income they had before getting. Oh, okay. So they're doing better now. Yeah, the problem is like even doing better, it doesn't necessarily mean you're above water yet. So they might just still not feel safe when it comes to like their financial security, if that makes any sense. I'm mad about why he bought some. I'm not sure if I can say that word on YouTube. Laptop, and not an efficiently working PC for a similar price. I mean, you don't know how much you paid, because the thing is like, I'm not saying your dad's a cheapskate, but what he could have said is that he bought you a new laptop, and really it was just somebody like me who keeps the boxes and takes good care of their things and cleaned it up before they sold it to your dad, and he could have got it for like $20. You never really know. But yeah, I'm not saying your dad's lying to you. I'm just saying he might not have told you the price he paid for it because he didn't want to tell you the price he paid for it. But yeah. Anyways, basically wasting money on a laptop, which doesn't go anywhere, and it's insanely terrible, absolutely horrible, and playing basic games like 2 Forge 2 and CSGO. And yeah, that's the other thing, is that like my dad specifically uses a laptop. So like I recommended to my dad me building him a PC because I could build him like hundreds of times better PC for what he needs for the same price than what he wants to pay for another laptop. The problem is that he said that he needs a laptop because every once in a while he has to go to clients of his job and show them artwork that he's doing. And what I was saying is that basically like I could build you one the size of a PS4, and literally all you would need to do is it would fit in a computer bag. You could get a decent sized computer bag, and literally the only thing you would need is for them to have a monitor. And even then, I could probably find you a monitor that would be lightweight enough that you could effectively just have a backpack that has your computer in it. You pull the cords out of the side of the backpack, plug it into the wall, start it up, and you're ready to go. I could build you basically a computer backpack, was basically what I was telling him. But worst case scenario, you literally have a computer bag, like a standard computer bag, maybe even the size of approximately a briefcase, and you could fit in that computer, and you could fit in your mouse and a small keyboard, a very small minimalist keyboard, but a keyboard nonetheless. And then you just need to have them have a monitor. The monitor is the hardest thing to have fit because it's because of the fact that it just like monitors are usually big for the sake of having easier viewing. Needless to say, basically, he said he wanted a laptop, so I can't really help you. Now, if I lived in China, I could build you an effective laptop like that. I could build him the laptop that he wants, because in China, you can literally just go to, there's actually markets and malls that you can basically go to and build yourself a computer in that mall. Aside from like very few places in America that you can do that, none of them do laptops. But like Micro Center, I think you could do that here in America. But like that's one store. There's literally like malls dedicated to tech. You can actually build your own cell phone in China if you had the know-how and the tools to do so. Yeah, China's got a lot of cool stuff if you're into tech. But I don't think I'd go to China because it's all cool stuff, but it all costs money. And you know, if I'm gonna go visit Asia, I think I'm gonna go to Japan mostly and spend most of my time there. Even though Japan's not really a great place for a broke college student to go either, because everything's super expensive there apparently. But that's what you get when you live in an island. It's the same thing with Hawaii. Hawaii is also super expensive because it's an island and they have to import all their foods and stuff. So aside from what they grow, which isn't much. Anywho, haha. Also, I got a funny number as my result on my physics exam, 69 out of 90. Nice. Well, that's still a decent grade. I think that's what, a B? It's a low B, I think. Either way. Nice. Ghost told me that he only plays Warzone only because he's really good at it. He wanted to make people rage whenever he kills them, because when you kill them, they can voice chat their rage after they die. Yeah, that is a fun thing about Warzone. I've heard it a few times. I don't hear it often, but every once in a while I'll hear like a what, or like a you, and then like a bunch of words that I probably shouldn't say. But yeah, Yeah, so it is funny every once in a while, but it's not like, to me the problem is like Warzone just doesn't, there's too many things about both Warzone and Apex, to be honest with you, that I don't like, but I'm just sort of stuck in the Apex camp. One of the main things that drives me nuts about Warzone specifically is the time it takes to load into a game. Like on Apex, yes, it takes a while. It does take a while, but I feel like, and I haven't timed it, so I don't know for sure, but I feel like it takes almost 3 times the amount of time to load into a game on Warzone than it does on Apex, because of the fact that, and it's not like there's not people playing it, because there are people playing both games. There's like, both of these games are dying pretty equally, but because of the animations take so long, and like in here they cover it up by you picking your character. That's how they cover up the load time. So even in the load time, you're still able to do something. The problem is with Modern Warfare is that they have a load screen that you can't do anything. You literally just have to sit through, and it feels like it's like a 30-second load screen. It's really annoying. So yeah, I don't know. It just like it, regardless of the actual time it takes, it's still, it just, the way it feels makes me not want to play it, if that makes any sense. So I don't know. It's just not, it doesn't do it for me. I play every once in a while, like on my PS4, every once in a while, you guys will see me hop over there. Usually I'm hopping over there because like, I want to keep playing Apex, but for some reason Apex is like just not holding my attention as much as it usually does. So right now I'm just not enjoying Apex as much personally. So, but I've been getting a lot of reading done, so that's awesome. I've been trying to read through this book series because like I gave the first book in this series to somebody, they enjoyed it and they want to keep reading the series. So now I'm like trying to stay ahead of them so I can keep giving them the books, but they read faster than me. So I'm trying to like stay ahead enough to where I don't have to say, oh, I can't give you that book because I'm reading it. You know what I'm saying? Anywho's, similar to H1Z1, did and PUBG. I thought about playing PUBG actually. I don't know if you guys saw this. Come on, phone. But I do have, come on. Oh geez. I do have PUBG downloaded on my phone. I was thinking about playing PUBG for you guys on stream. My problem is with playing PUBG on my phone is that the stream link, I'm pretty sure it's the stream link causing the issue, seems to disconnect after like 10 to 15 minutes. So in the middle of a match, I'm not sure how easy it would be to like reconnect, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm just not quite sure if PUBG is really the best game to try and stream from my phone right now. I hate everything, LOL. I'm here getting absolutely high tier, top grade ever since high school started. Not once did I get a bad grade, mostly getting very high marks, and my parents never reward me. Well, that's the thing, though, is that 2 things on that. It's two notes on that as far as that's concerned, PP. First of all, your parents usually will reward when you do something extremely out of the ordinary and impressive. So if you were an F student your whole life and you started making A's, they'd probably be more likely to reward you. Is the first part of that. The second part of it is really my problem with the school system as a whole, including the school system all across the world, but maybe it's less so where you live. But all across the world, I've seen similar issues, which is that school is not designed to make you a modern adult. When the school system was designed, they designed it around what they wanted people to be. So for instance, in America, the school system was reformed around the time when they wanted you to be a factory worker. That's what they were trying to train you to be. So they wanted to train you enough on math so you could work machinery. They wanted to train you enough on science, so that way you had a basic understanding, and that was pretty much it. They didn't teach you how to do taxes. They didn't teach you how to be an adult. They taught you how to be a factory worker. That's what they're really intending to do. Now, it's changed a little bit, but it's still basically the same thing. The skill set is not good enough. That's part of the reason why we have college, is because we realize that the entire school system, the upbringing all the way till you get out of high school, is basically worthless. So if you want an actual job that requires some knowledge, you actually have to go to college and get the knowledge for the job you want, because the school system doesn't actually do that for you. It doesn't get you competent enough to do whatever job you want. So all that being said, basically, for me, I had to kind of start treating high school like it was a job. That's the way I had to look at it, is that this is a job. I'm not here to have fun. I'm not here to enjoy it. The part that I enjoy is doing sports. So that's what my fun was. That's how I had fun in college, and not college, in high school, was by throwing myself into sports. But if you treat it like it's a job, then really you're just doing your job well. And your reward for doing your job well is not getting fired. Now, the school system can't necessarily fire you, but they can fail you and force you to be there longer. So until you get to the age to where you can drop out and get a GED, but I don't know how that works in your country, so don't listen to me on that. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's really one of those things that, like, it sucks, but you just kind of got to do it, and, like, you know, don't expect a reward. Like whenever you get into your real job, basically what I'm saying, PP, is whenever you get out of school and you get into your first job, don't expect to be rewarded for doing your job well. You might get a raise eventually, but that's not really to be expected. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things. Anyways, let's move on to the next comment. I.e. giving me gifts or like games, pocket money, anything small. Yeah, no, I didn't really get rewards either for my grades. And I was a fairly good student as well. I got rewarded in the very beginning because in middle school I was a terrible student. My ADHD and my dyslexia weren't really under control. And I didn't really, like, the other thing is I didn't really understand school until high school. My thought behind school, because that's literally how they trained me whenever I was in school. Whenever I was in middle school, they were trying to teach me and trying to get me to learn. That's what they were trying to do in middle school, which is what you should be doing. That's 100% how it should work. The problem is that with dyslexia, if the thing you're quizzing me on is school, or not school. Sorry, I think somebody's in the house. If the thing you're trying to quiz me on is spelling, I have dyslexia. I'm not going to be able to learn it effectively. So learning versus short-term memory is the way to trick my brain into doing what I need to pass school. Basically, all I'm saying is that I didn't know how to operate within school. They tried to teach me. I figured out what I figured out is learning wasn't working for me. Short-term memorization and working hard works for me. Learning the information doesn't necessarily work. Now, learning the information does work when it interests me, but most of school didn't interest me. If that makes any sense. So learning how you learn was a big part of a turnaround for me when it comes to why I started getting good grades. And because of that, I did get rewarded for like the first little bit when they were like, oh, wow, you're actually getting good grades. And then once that became commonplace, I didn't get rewarded for that anymore. Basically, I was saying that to say this. Basically, I had a list of chores that I had to do. And once I got done with those chores, anything extra I did, I got paid for. So for instance, like cleaning the house, I wouldn't get paid for. But if I had cleaned the entire house and it was satisfactory and then went out and mowed the lawn, I'd get paid for mowing the lawn. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was just my upbringing. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying yours is bad either. I'm just saying that's the way it worked in my household. Where's my friend gets $1,500 PC for their birthdays. I wish I had cool family, but you know, I have but you know, you have technical / software issues and I have family issues mainly. LOL. Yeah. Well, another thing I would recommend is if your friends have all this cool stuff, don't like mooch off them, but I'd just go hang out with your friends more. Like, once you're old enough to where you can, just like go over to your friend's place and like not basically move in, but like just do your homework over at your friends. Go play with your friends. Like, as long as you're still getting good grades, they have no reason to tell you can't, other than just to try and be controlling. So like, anyways, I just go hang out at your friend's house where they have all the cool stuff, because that's what I did. WTF, you I guess that's supposed to be you can. You have to drag it, ? Yes, you do. You have to hold where the cursor is, and then Wemley, because you're still here, you have to press and hold where the cursor is at the end and drag it in. That's how you have to do it. Thank you for showing me that. It's possible. I guess I just use the Android where you just tap where you want, and you don't have to drag it. Yeah, you have to drag it. That Bangalore skin looks really good. Thank you. I believe anybody can get it though. Where is the thing to get it? Back. Oh, this event right here. Anybody can get the Bangalore skin. So I would recommend PP if you do watch the rest of this tomorrow, to do this event and get this here skin if you want it. There's some other cool skins. I'm always a fan of these badges that or the trackers that actually have like the character in the background. I'm a fan of those. Don't really care for that skin. What was the other skin I liked? I liked this skin. And then I didn't care too much for this skin. But yeah, that's the skins you can get. You can also get this, which is a pair of shoes. Don't really care for that either. Basically, the only skins I really liked were the Bangalore skin, which isn't my favorite, and this skin here. So yeah, I would recommend doing this event if you haven't. Pretty much the only game. Okay, pretty much the only game I can play without much problem is Roblox. The lower graphics. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. Is like, laptops are really good at being laptops, but they're like consoles in the sense that like they're just not good at doing anything great. So like you can build a computer that is made for content creation. You can build a computer that's designed for gaming. You can build a computer that's good for streaming. You can build a computer to do exactly what you need it to do, more effectively than you can just buy a laptop that does what you need it to do specifically. Laptops are more like phones in the sense that like computers are becoming like phones, but laptops are more like phones in the sense that like iPhone has their newest phone, Android has their newest phone, you know, Huawei has their newest phone. All these companies have their newest phone, and they're all pretty comparable. Laptops are the same way. HP, Dell, all these companies have their top of the line newest laptop, and they're all going to be pretty similar. Versus computers, you can actually customize and make what you want. So I don't know, man. I'm just not for laptops. I have laptops because I have to. Aside from that, I would never buy a laptop again now that I own a desktop PC. They say PC master race. That's not just in gaming. That's in all workflow. I would recommend a computer all the way, unless you have to have a laptop, which in that situation, I'd just recommend buy a good computer and a cheap laptop to do what you need it to do. And that's it. So for instance, in my case now, what I use the laptop for is I use the computer because my computer is amazing to do everything I need to do, upload it to the laptop. So ideally, my laptop in the future would have a high read and write rate through the memory, which again, an SSD would fix. So yeah, that's what I'm looking to do next, is probably change out some things on my laptop to make it read and write faster. And then it's literally just a data transfer device, basically. So yeah. Anywho, that's that 4 long years long, 4 long, another word that I don't think I can say on YouTube, years. I legit spoke to iPhone fanboys about what concerns they had and just and they just talk it off or ignore it. Not once did any of them explain to me that you actually can. Dyslexia kicking in here. That you actually can. How many people don't know about that? LOL. I mean, my thing is like, as far as like fanboy of iPhone versus Android, me personally, and that's the only way I can approach this, me personally, I just feel like I'm inviting problems into my life if I switch to an Android. Because yes, I understand you can do more on an Android. And that gap is narrowing. I do have to say the gap is narrowing. Like iPhone has these updates where now you can move everything around and make what you want. So that gap is narrowing very slowly, but it is narrowing. But my problem is that like I said, that the streamlined nature of not having tech problems, I'm just going to have to stick with the iPhone family. It's literally, it's simple, and I feel like I'm inviting less problems into my life. That's just my only, like, the PC has been a lot of problems. Like, it's kind of the same thing with PC versus console. It's just that PC, I do enough work. I do enough stuff on PC to justify having to invite that complication into my life. Whereas personally, if I wasn't like streaming all the time, I mean, honestly, like I love streaming from the PS4. It's so simple. It's literally faster because I have to start up more programs and stuff. Like I've got hotkeys on the Stream Deck that make it faster now, but like I had to learn how to do that and I had to figure it out. And then I had to actually go and do it once I had figured it out. And it's like the PS4, super simple. I love streaming from my PS4. Even the editing software, amazing, easy to use editing software. Like I love the PS4 when it comes to streaming and basic stuff like that. It's just that like the actual gaming experience that you can get from a PC is so much better. And also like there are some things that I can't do on the PS4 that I do have to have a PC for. So, I mean, honestly, like again, I'm an iPhone console person at heart. I just had to get a computer basically. So yeah, that's just the way I am. I like the simplicity. I like how nothing really goes wrong with it usually, but it is what it is. Every day I wish I could restart my life from the beginning, LOL. Well, the problem is if you restart it from the beginning, you don't have any control in the beginning. So you'd still be born to the same parents and all that kind of stuff. And most likely, if you restarted using the philosophy of reincarnation, you probably wouldn't remember anything that you know now. So it wouldn't really change much. You'd probably end up living out a similar life. Sorry to say, but yeah. And make an endless loop in time where I just keep restarting my beautiful golden days. Well, the thing is that you don't know when your golden days are going to be until you've lived close to your entire life. If you could start over when you're on your deathbed, then you know when your best truly golden days are. Because who knows, maybe you're a family guy and you'll have kids in the future and those will be your golden days. And it'll make your past feel like the past. And you won't want to really go back to that. Who knows? Who knows? And then the other thing is, like, me personally, even my golden days had a lot of dark ones. So, you know, as great as they were, I don't know entirely if I'd want to go back to them. If I were to go to heaven, that would be my wish. If there even is heaven. I mean, who knows, man? I mean, I would say that I believe there is a heaven. Personally, and that most religions have a form of a heaven, and even some non-religions, if you talk to hippies that trip on acid and stuff, they talk about all the time how, like, not necessarily heaven, but that whenever you die, you become one with the universe, which what would make you happier than becoming one with the universe if you still kept your consciousness, if that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? So, like, even hippies that aren't following a religion kind of fall into that there is a heaven. So it'd be hard for me to argue that there's not. I don't know. Maybe it's just like, you know, maybe that's nothing too complicated. It's just literally like what you put out into the universe is what you get put back to you whenever you pass away. Who knows? Either way, I was doing the New Horizon challenge and ran into an enemy doing the same. He teabagged, so I left him alone and let him do his challenge. He then picked up a gun and shot me in the back. Yeah, man. You can't trust these people out here. You can't trust them. Yeah, no, I need to do that. I haven't done that on my PS4 account. You like have to go in and like use those like hovery towers and like all that kind of stuff. I need to go do that actually before that ends. But yeah. Bye-bye. See ya. All right, for sure, man. I'll see you around, PP. Speaking of Apex not holding your attention, same here. The one guy I usually play with had a baby. Oh, man. Yeah, that'll eat time away from you, that's for sure. And hadn't played since, so I've been playing different games now. I actually started playing COD Infinite Warfare. It's my first time ever playing it, and I'm having enough fun to keep playing for a while. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've picked up a few different games and I've played games. My problem is like, ever since I got to, I don't know, once I got to like 18, really, games just stopped holding my attention. Apex, like it used to be in high school, I played like 15 different games. Like I was playing Fallout, I was playing Skyrim, I was playing Battlefield, I was playing Dark Souls, I was playing like all these games all the time. And like basically would just play, and like basically it would be like, what game do I want to play today? And then I'd play that until I fell asleep, and then I'd play a different game the next day. Excuse me. But ever since I turned like 18, it's really like I get hyper focused into one, like Fortnite. Played Fortnite for a long time, streamed Fortnite for a long time. And then I got bored of Fortnite. Now I'm on an Apex kick. And I feel like it's just going to continue. That kind of trend for me is going to continue for a long time. And I just haven't found the game to replace Apex yet, if that makes any sense. And I feel like that's the only way I'm really going to get off Apex is whenever I find a game to really replace it and take its place. Which will probably be another first-person shooter. Problem is the first-person shooter has to be free because I'm broke. So yeah. Where did you hear about the... Oh, geez. Where did you hear... Okay, come on. There we go. Where did you hear about the factory workers, the factory worker standard for schools? I'm just curious because that's not the information I had learned. Out why school is the way it is. I heard that schools are, that schools were only really... Okay, wait a second. Only really worried about two things. One, be a good Christian farmer boy. That's why you're getting weekends off, so you can go to church and do services. And that's why summer break is during the harvest season. Yeah, so Wimley, what I'm talking about specifically is that, yes, that's the way the school system started. The problem is that let's see, who was the president? There was a massive school reform during, I forgot which president it was, but it was, let's see, it was back during like the Industrial Revolution. During that time, there was a massive reform in the way schooling was taught. Like back then, like when school was first started, that was the way it was started. And that's why you do have weekends off. That's why it's off during summers. So that way you can work the fields and all that. That's the way it started. And some of that just bled through. It's kind of like, you know, how religions evolve over time. The school system has evolved over time. Back then, what you learned as a farmer was how to be a farmer. Now you're still kind of learning how to be a factory worker. And hopefully what the hope is that you went from learning to be a farmer until that wasn't really relevant anymore. And then they said, hey, this is so irrelevant. We need to teach them how to be factory workers. Now we're in that factory worker stage. Ideally, hopefully in the future, we're going to pretty soon start transitioning into what the next big job market is, which right now is being creators. I mean, that's like, if you look at all the richest people, who are the richest people in the world right now, and what is everybody trying to be? They're trying to be a creative. Whether that be in the tech field or in the art field, it doesn't matter. That's what kind of the ideal is that it'll hopefully start transitioning now into teaching school or making school in a way to teach kids to be creatives. The problem is that even that is not necessarily the right thing to do. The school system as a whole has a focus. And the problem is that focus might not align with what you're based off your brain chemistry and how you've been raised, what you're supposed to be. So for instance, if you're raised to be an athlete, the school system's not going to teach you how to be an athlete. If you're going to grow up to be like if your personality is catering you towards growing up to be a rocket scientist, not necessarily, the school system is kind of geared towards that, but it's not really geared towards teaching you to be a scientist. It's not really geared towards, right now it's raising you to be a drone, basically, be a part of the system, aka a factory worker or a government employee. So yeah, so ideally what I'd love to see is that they change the school system to where you can really go to whatever school you want. And what they would do is that by the age of high school, at least, standardized tests would say, less be, this is what you're good at, and more so be it like, this is what we need to start gearing you towards. So for instance, in high school, I took tests similar to that on my own free time. And it was recommending that I got into, what was it recommending? It was basically recommending that I got into a certain type of job. And what would have been ideal is if that's what I was showing an aptitude towards, as well as it was something that I want to do. What would be awesome is if during that time I went to, instead of making college where you figure out what you want to do with your life, if they made it to where high school was at least somewhat preparing you for that course already. Because the problem is high school is really just middle school but harder, versus it would be awesome if high school was middle school but harder, but geared towards. So like, I'm not saying like the problem is it's like straight column all the way up until college, and then it branches off ridiculously, kind of like a tree. What I'm hoping is that we could change it to where it's like a tree, and then it branches off into like 5 or 6 major sections. And then whenever you get into college, ideally you're going to continue on that path into one of those hyper specific sections in college. Problem is right now the school system is all just straightforward until you get to college, and then it's wide open. Which is why you get a lot of people that go to college and then change their majors halfway through, or, change their majors 15 times, because I know people that have done that. They've been in college for 2 years and they've already changed their major like 15 times. It's ridiculous. But yeah, it just, you know what I'm saying? It's to me, it's too hyper focused on stuff that's not relevant right now. Like ideally it would be elementary school, pre-K, elementary school, middle school are all teaching you how to learn. Not really how to learn in the school system, but how to learn in general. So that way, whenever you get out of school, you can continue to learn and grow as an adult. But it would teach you how to learn. And then in high school, you're figuring out where you want to learn. And then in college, you're focusing in on the specific thing you're wanting to learn for the job you want. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it needs to change fundamentally, at least at the high school level. Because the problem is like in middle school, I'd say that would be an awesome thing. It would be awesome to start it off that way from the beginning. But I feel like in high school, you're kind of like, even I would honestly say until your frontal lobe is fully developed, which is somewhere around the age of, I think, 22 or something like that. Until that happens, or no, is it 25? Forgot when it is. It's a certain age. Basically, until you're in your 20s, you're really not a good decision maker anyways. So I mean, it's kind of the idea of going to college and spending all that money before you've really developed your brain entirely, kind of annoys me. But at the same time, like I get wanting to rush kids into the workplace. So, but I don't know, man. It's one of those things. It's kind of like the age of consent laws and the age to drink and all that stuff. It's like I feel like we're heading into an age where we're starting to realize like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be allowed to drink before you're 21. Maybe you shouldn't be able to own a gun before you're 21. Maybe you shouldn't be allowed to vote until you're 21. Like all these things. I don't know. I feel like it's just one of those things that like, it's just not. I don't know. It's not somewhere for me to speak on as a professional in any sense of the word, because I'm not. But as far as my opinion, I do think the age of like everything needs to be raised up a little bit. Like driving, sure, maybe. I think like ideally driving shouldn't be 16. It should probably be around 18. Maybe not drinking until you're 21. Maybe not smoking until you're 21. All that stuff. But at the same time, like, so that's like where I line up as far as like what I think. Now, what I feel is entirely different. What I feel is I want freedom. So, yeah, do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting other people. But again, it's hard to say that whenever you're dealing with kids that their brain's not fully developed, because it's like, do they know the consequences of what they're doing? So like freedom says, yes, you should be able to smoke at whatever age you want to start smoking. But thinking that through, a 4-year-old picking up a cigarette doesn't know what he's doing. At what point does he really understand the consequences of what he's doing? They'd be hard to say until his brain is basically fully developed. So you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as thinking, I think we should hold off on letting kids make decisions for themselves. As far as feeling, I want freedom. So I don't know. I feel like where we're at is a decently good spot as far as that's concerned. Anyways, I'm getting way off track. Okay. And the second was to give them a structure to avoid becoming deadbeats, drug addicts, Satanists, and fall through the cracks. LOL. No, so sure, that could be part of it, but like what you said, the first part is the bulk of what it was during that time, was to raise people to be good farmers and be good workers at the job. Then it switched to factory workers. Then it's hopefully going to switch to creatives now. It wasn't really to give them structure to not be drug addicts and deadbeats. It wasn't really to do that. It was more so to give the kids, like, the ideal being that it was kind of like childcare. So your parents can continue to work while you're getting basically babysat by somebody else, a teacher. So it was more so designed to provide, designed to provide structure, but so I guess as every organization, government organization, and then becoming deadbeats and drug addicts. I mean, you can see how well we're avoiding that now. That's not what it was designed for, and that's not what it's doing if that was what it was designed for. But I've never gotten that part of it, that it was designed to keep people from becoming deadbeats and drug addicts. Never got that from school, and never heard that before. But as far as providing structure, sure. Anyways, I'll do some research about the factory worker info. All right, that's my time. Have a good evening. Thanks again for the content. Hope you have a good evening. I will, Wimley, and I hope you have a good weekend. Weekend. Wow. Oh man, today brain is not working well. Yeah. Hope you have a good rest of your day, Wimley, too. Hope you have a good drive back from work. But yeah, I guess on that note, everybody's gone for the day. Thank you, Wimley. Thank you, PP. It's always fun to have a conversation with you guys. So, on that note, I'll see you guys in the next live stream, 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. See you guys there. Peace.